Good evening, students. Myself Kanhaiya Jha, and here today I am giving new lecture on wave optics, class 12. Here, actually today I will understand interference of light. Interference of light. But before understanding that thing, let me discuss some more thing. What is that? That is coherent source. What does it mean by coherent source? So coherent source are those sources which have same frequency. First thing, what is frequency? So frequency, for understanding frequency, let's say this is 1 second. So if any wave will complete one oscillation in 1 second, then this is known as 1 hertz. What is the unit of frequency? Unit of frequency is hertz. 1 hertz means if any wave will complete one oscillation in 1 second. One oscillation means what? One oscillation means suppose that this is pendulum. So this is known as mean position of pendulum. This is known as mean position of pendulum. If suppose on this pendulum, if I will apply some force, then what will happen? This pendulum will go like this. Again it will come back here. Again it will go here, and again it will come back here. So you can see that first it is going from mean to this position is known as extreme position. Which position? Extreme position. This position is also known as extreme position. So can we say that when I am applying force on mean position, then what will happen? It will go from mean to extreme, again it will come back from extreme to mean, again from mean to extreme, and again from extreme to mean. So this is the motion, this is known as to and fro motion. In the same way, here this is known as mean position, this is known as crest. What is this? This is known as crest, and this is known as curve. Clear? So mean to crest, crest to mean, again mean to curve, and again curve to mean position. So this is known as one oscillation. Right? In the way you have to understand like this. In SHM you have to understand like this is pendulum. In pendulum you have to understand like this. So frequency means suppose that this is 1 second. This is 1 second, and if any wave will come like this. So see, here to here, one oscillation. Again here to here, two oscillation. So in 1 second, how many oscillation it is doing? Two oscillation. So frequency will be how much? Here frequency will be equal to 2 hertz. For example, suppose this is 1 second, and if any wave will come like this. So one oscillation, two oscillation, and three oscillation. So what will be the frequency? 3 hertz. So now you can understand what is the meaning of frequency. Clear? 20 hertz means in 1 second that will complete how many oscillations? 20 oscillations. So if two wave has same frequency, same wavelength, what is the meaning of wavelength of the wave? Can you understand this thing? Suppose that this is a wave. So can you see this thing? Okay, I am making it again. Understand like this. Okay, this is a wave. This is known as mean position. This one is what? Top point is crest. This bottom one is known as curve. Okay, this will be also crest. This point is also known as crest. Topmost, and this is bottom. So this is known as curve. Okay, now see the distance. Distance from crest to crest, or distance from curve to curve, or distance from mean position to mean position. This one. These three will be equal, and this distance is known as wavelength. So in book what definition you will see the distance from crest to crest is known as wavelength. Or distance between curve to curve is known as wavelength, or distance from mean position to next mean position is known as wavelength. So if this distance will be let's say 5 cm, this will be also 5 cm, and this distance will be also 5 cm. So if suppose I will give some name A, B, let's say this is C, D, let's say this is E, F. So what we can write that AB is equal to CD is equal to EF. And this all is equal to what? Wavelength. This distance is known as wavelength. So this wavelength can be more, can be less. Then you have to understand one more thing. Let's suppose this is 1 second, and in 1 second one oscillation it has completed, and there is another wave like this, and this is also 1 second, and any wave is going like this. So in 1 second this wave is completing how many oscillation? One oscillation. So its frequency is how much? 1 hertz. In 1 second how many oscillation? Here to here one oscillation, here to here two oscillation. So the frequency will be 2 hertz. So here frequency is more, here frequency is less. Here, that means can we say that frequency is increasing? When frequency will increase, I am asking you a question, tell me the answer. When frequency will increase, wavelength will increase or decrease? What will happen? When frequency will increase, wavelength will decrease or wavelength will increase? What will happen? Wavelength will decrease. See the distance, place to place. This distance is now less. Clear? For example, suppose in 1 second I will make, suppose this is 1 second. Now see, 1 oscillation, 2 oscillation, 3 oscillation. Now see, wavelength has decreased more. So this wavelength is less than this wavelength, and this wavelength is more. That means when frequency is increasing, that means can we say that when frequency will increase, then wavelength will decrease. Wavelength we will write by lambda. Wavelength we are writing in wave by lambda. In class 11 you have seen all this thing, that when wavelength will increase, frequency will decrease. So which has same frequency, the frequency will be same, wavelength will be also same. Clear? And constant phase difference. What does it mean by constant phase difference? Try to understand this thing. Suppose that a wave equation is like this: y is equal to a sin kx plus omega t. So what is displacement of wave? What is a? Amplitude of wave. Amplitude of wave. What is the meaning of amplitude of wave? For example, suppose a wave is like this. Then perpendicular distance of crest from mean position is known as amplitude. What is amplitude? Perpendicular, this is crest now. Perpendicular distance of crest from the mean position is known as amplitude. For example, suppose that if a wave is like this, I will ask you whose wavelength is more. See, this distance is more than this distance. That means this amplitude is more than this amplitude. And when amplitude is more, what does it mean? For example, in our sound, if I will talk, in sound chapter, what we have understand, that if suppose my voice is loud, what we will say, that if my voice is loud, that means my amplitude is more. अगर आपका आवाज ज्यादा है, इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि आपका amplitude of the sound ज्यादा है. Clear? When your sound is low, that means your amplitude is low. Clear? So this A is amplitude. K is what? K is known as wave number, and this is known as 2 pi by lambda. K is what? 2 pi by lambda, wave number. So K is a function of lambda. Omega is what? Omega is angular frequency. Omega you know 2 pi f. What is the formula of omega? This all formula you have to memorize. These all formula are important formula. Omega is what? 2 pi f, or you can write 2 pi by t. Why? Because frequency, we know frequency is equal to 1 by tan period. These all formula you have learned in class 11. So omega is angular frequency. Clear? T is tan, obviously. You are saying this thing inside the bracket, this all is known as phase. Actually, this is an angle. This is an angle. So this whole is known as phase of the wave. So what is coordinate source? Coordinate source are all those waves which have this definition. They will ask me in both examination that what is coordinate source, or what do you mean by coordinate source, or what is the condition of being a coordinate source. So condition are their frequency should be same, their wavelength should be same, and they should have constant phase difference. That is, phase difference should not change with time. Clear? And the source which is emitting this type of wave is known as coherent source of light. After this, understand what is interference of wave. What is interference of wave? What is the meaning of interference of wave? Interference of wave means meeting of the wave. Interference of wave means meeting of two or more wave. Interference of wave means interfere means what? If suppose I am interfering with you, that means कि इंटरफेयरिंग मतलब कि हम आपके बात में जाके इंटरफेयर कर रहे हैं, तो इंटरफेयर वेव भी कर सकता है. इंटरफेरेंस ऑफ वेव मींस मीटिंग ऑफ टू वेव, मतलब दो वेव का मिलना. हाउ टू वेव्स कैन मीट? फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज दैट ए वेव इज कमिंग लाइक दिस, ओके, एंड हियर इज ए पॉइंट और हियर इज ए पार्टिकल. लेट्स से this particle name is, let's say, K means Kanhaiya, and suppose that another wave is coming like this. Clear? So one wave is going like this, and one wave is going like this. So on this particle, this wave will hit like this, and this wave will hit like this. तो ये वेव किसका बात सुनेगा? ये पार्टिकल किसका बात सुनेगा? That means how this particle will go up or this particle will come down, because this wave is saying you should come down and this wave is saying you should go up. That means ये इसका net displacement we have to see. That means what is net displacement? That means y net. This is equal to y1 plus y2. That means we have to see the vector displacement. What we have to see? We have to see the vector displacement. For example, suppose that one wave is coming like this. What? See here. And one wave is also like this. So what will happen? Let's see, here amplitude is let's say 2, and here also amplitude is let's say 2. So if one wave will go on other wave, तो दोनों का क्या है? दोनों सेम है. तो यहाँ पे 2 plus 2 will become 4. 2 plus 2 will become 4. So इसका एम्पलीट्यूड जो रिजल्टिंग एम्पलीट्यूड होगा, this amplitude will increase and this will become 4. But if suppose this will be the condition, that if one wave is like this, and suppose that if this wave is like this, let's say this is 2 and this is minus 2. So 2 minus 2, what it will become? 2 minus 2 0. So resultant wave will have no any amplitude. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब यही हुआ कि अगर यहाँ पे किसी का एम्पलीट्यूड 2 है और यहाँ पे भी 2 है, तो 2 plus 2 will become 4 वेक्टर समेशन, और यहाँ पे एम्पलीट्यूड 2 बट दिस वेव का एम्पलीट्यूड minus 2, तो 2 minus 2 will become 0. So resultant amplitude will be 0. तो हो सकता है कि एम्पलीट्यूड ज्यादा हो जाए और हो सकता है कि एम्पलीट्यूड कम हो जाए. That there may be a situation that amplitude can increase or amplitude can decrease. For that we have to see the vector addition. Clear? Okay. Suppose so now you have to understand some more formula. One formula is phi is equal to 2 pi by lambda into delta x. This formula I will make you understand what is phi. Phi is phase difference. and this is path difference. Delta x is path difference. Path difference. 2 pi, you know 2 is a constant. Pi value is 22/7. Lambda is wavelength. So there is a relation between phase difference. There is a relation between phase difference, path difference, and wavelength. So phi is equal to 2 pi by lambda delta x. This formula is very important. This formula you have to memorize. So make a star mark on this. Phi is equal to 2 pi by lambda into delta x. This derivation will not come. That from where this formula is coming. Just remember this. One more formula is that a resultant. That means when you have to find the resultant amplitude, a resultant, or you can add a resultant, or you can add a net. That is net amplitude is equal to square root of this is equal to a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. Either you will remember this formula like this, or you will do the square of this. That means a resultant ka square is equal to, if you will square this, then what will become a1 ka square plus a2 ka square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. So both equation is same. You can memorize any equation. You can memorize any equation. So better you will memorize this equation. Better you will memorize this equation. One more thing that you have to understand, that intensity of any wave is directly proportional to a ka square. What is this? Intensity of any wave is directly proportional to a ka square. That means intensity is directly proportional to amplitude. What does it mean? That if suppose your sound amplitude is more, what does it mean? That sound amplitude is more, that means you are speaking loudly, that means your amplitude is high. If your amplitude will be more, intensity will increase. That means intensity of the sound will more. If amplitude will increase, intensity will increase. If amplitude will decrease, intensity will decrease. This is direct proportion. That means if amplitude will become 2 times, so 2 ka square, intensity will become 4 times. If amplitude will increase 3 times, 3 ka square, 9. That means intensity will increase by 9 times. Clear? So if suppose from this equation I want to make intensity, so can we write that A, this is I resultant, is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 cos phi. 2 root I1 I2 cos phi. Because on the place of A square we have to write I. So on the place of A square I am writing I resultant. A1 ka square, on the place of A square I have to write I, but this is A1, so this will be I1, this will be I2 plus 2 root A1 will be equal to square root of I1 square root of I2 cos phi. Clear? So this is the equation of intensity and this is the equation of amplitude. So all this formula you have to understand. One formula is phi is equal to 2 pi by lambda delta x, that is important. Other formula is resultant amplitude ka square is equal to a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. And the next formula that we are getting from this, that intensity is directly proportional to amplitude ka square. That means I resultant is equal to I1 plus I2 plus 2 into I1 I2 cos phi. So this all formula you have to understand. Then you can solve the numerical questions. Okay, now we will understand superposition of wave. What we will understand? Superposition of wave. This topic was in class 11 also, but you will say sir class 11 में हमने पढ़ाई नहीं की. So in class 11 there was superposition of wave. Again I will repeat the same thing, but I will explain by graphical method. So write the next topic: superposition of light wave. So try to understand what is superposition. We will understand by graphical method. We will understand this by graphical method. Okay. And we will understand it suppose constructive superposition. So first add the topic constructive. So there is actually two types of superposition. One is known as constructive superposition and one is known as destructive superposition. So first we will understand constructive superposition. Okay. Okay, now try to understand. Suppose a wave is going like this. And another wave is going like this. Clear? Let's say this is wave 1. Let's say this is wave 1. And let's say this is wave 2nd. So this is our first wave, this is our second wave. Let's say this amplitude is A1 and let's say this amplitude is A2. So what will happen? What will be the resultant wave? Can we make? Resultant wave, how we will make resultant wave? So this is constructive or this is destructive? Crest के ऊपर कौन है? Crest. If suppose crest के ऊपर crest है and chub के ऊपर chub है, that is constructive. Here see, this is also crest, this is also crest. So above the crest there is crest. So this is constructive. So here what will happen? Amplitude summation. So the resultant wave will be like this. So what will happen? This will become A1 plus A2. A1 plus A2. This one will become A1 plus A2. This will be also, air amplitude is also how much? A1, air amplitude is A2. So in the magnitude also this will be same. So see, the amplitude is increasing. So resultant amplitude is increasing because this is constructive interference. This is what? This is known as constructive interference. Here the intensity is equal to, intensity is directly proportional to what? A square. So here, let's say amplitude is A1, so intensity will be directly proportional to A1 square. Here intensity will be directly proportional to A2 square, right? So here what will happen? Intensity will be directly proportional to A1 plus A2 square. Because intensity is directly proportional to A square. And here what will be the amplitude? A1 plus A2. So this one will become A1 plus A2 whole square. Clear? There can be a situation that both amplitude will be same. For example, suppose if this is 2, this is also 2. So when A1 will become A2, so this one will become 2 plus 2, that is 4. So 4 square. Clear? For example, we can take a condition now that A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A. That means if both wave amplitude will be same, then what will happen? So this is that. Then what we will write here? Intensity is directly proportional to A square. Here also intensity is directly proportional to A square. So here what will happen? Intensity is equal to A plus A का whole square. A plus A मतलब 2A का whole square. Clear? Okay, this is constructive superposition. इसका मतलब crest के ऊपर crest आ रहा है and cap के नीचे cap आ रहा है. So this type of superposition is known as constructive superposition. Now we will understand destructive superposition. What we will understand? Destructive superposition. See how we will make destructive superposition. Okay. See, here this is A1, so this is minus A1. This is what? Suppose if this is 2. Suppose this is A and this is also A. This is A and this is also A. So what will happen if suppose this is plus 2, this is minus 2 because this is in negative direction. So 2 minus 2 will become how much? 0. 2 minus 2 will become how much? 0. So here what will be the intensity? 0. 0 means it will be like this. Here say this is minus 2 and here say this is plus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 again how much? 0. 0 means on which line? On this line. Again here plus 2 and this is minus 2. After superposition what will happen? Plus 2 minus 2. After superposition it will become 0. Again here minus 2 plus 2. What will be there? 0. Here also plus 2 minus 2. What will become? 0. Here let's say its amplitude is A. Here also let's say its amplitude is A. So here what we will say? That here net amplitude will become how much? 0. Because plus A minus A will become how much? 0. So intensity will become how much? If amplitude is 0, so intensity will be also how much? 0. Intensity 0. Intensity 0. What does it mean? Amplitude is 0. Intensity is 0. Light intensity is 0. That means dark, no? Light intensity is 0. That means what? Dark. So that's why this is known as destructive superposition. Understand? Destructive. Destructive means dark. Constructive means bright. So in the whole chapter you have to understand this thing. Whenever I will use the term constructive interference, that means I am telling about bright. Bright को कुछ book में in some of the book you will find they will act like maxima. So either I will say constructive interference, that means maxima, or I will say bright. All the meaning same. If I will have destructive interference or dark or minimum, all are same. तो कंस्ट्रक्टिव बोले, ब्राइट बोले या मैक्सिमम बोले, या डिस्ट्रक्टिव बोले, डार्क बोले या मिनिमम बोले, सब सेम है. So here the intensity is 0. That means what? Dark. That means what? Minimum. That means what? Destructive. That means what? Destructive interference. तो आप लोग समझ गए कंस्ट्रक्टिव और डिस्ट्रक्टिव का मतलब क्या होता है? क्लियर? So after understanding constructive and destructive, in the constructive what will happen? A1 plus A2. Destructive A1 minus A2. Destructive में dark बनेगा, constructive में bright बनेगा. ऐसे in the same fashion ना sound में भी होता है कि अगर दो amplitude वहां पे क्या होता है कि I am telling you something about that. Like suppose if you are speaking and your original sound is like this. Let's say your original sound is like this. Clear? So this is your original sound. It's original sound. When I am telling something, then my sound is coming, no? Then my sound is coming. That is our original sound. Then what will happen? My sound is very low. क्योंकि हम लोग क्या देखते हैं कि after certain distance my sound will disappear. तो हम क्या चाहते हैं कि suppose I have to communicate with 500 people or 1000 people at the same time. What I will do? I will use a mic. I will use a speaker. So what I will do that actually I am using their amplifier. What I am using their amplifier. Amplifier means those who will amplify. That means those who will increase the amplitude of the wave. That means I will give a second wave here. What is the purpose of amplifier? See, this wave is known as carrier wave. Carrier. तो एम्पलीफायर क्या करेगा? एम्पलीफायर will generate another wave that is known as carrier wave, and carrier wave will carry my original signal. What will happen? Carrier wave will carry my original signal. तो ये carrier wave क्या करता है कि मेरा original signal जो था उसके एम्पलीट्यूड को कैरी करके आगे ले जाता है. So if suppose your hair amplitude will increase or decrease, as if amplitude is A1, here if amplitude is A2, so what will be the amplitude resultant? A1 plus A2, constructive superposition. तो यहाँ पे जो मेरा sound होता है ना, that sound will become like this. What does it mean? That amplitude is increasing. What is happening? Amplitude is increasing, amplitude is increasing, that means what will happen? Intensity is directly proportional to A1 plus A2 का whole square. I told you that intensity is directly proportional to A1 square, and intensity is directly proportional to A2 square. So resultant intensity will be equal to A1 plus A2 square. That means our intensity is increasing. What is happening? Intensity of sound is increasing. तो एम्पलीफायर का क्या काम होता है? हमारी इंटेंसिटी को ही तो ज्यादा कर देता है. That means my loudness will increase, my amplitude will increase, and if the loudness will increase, then more person can hear me. Clear? तो यही होता है. In the next topic, we will take the concept of phase difference and path difference in the next lecture. And hope you have understand this video. Please make class note properly. If you have any doubt, you can comment in comment section. And thank you. Please like, subscribe and share.